Welcome everybody, welcome to the Tomb of Illumination. This is the one and only flat earth site where you get the full flat earth model, the actual model, and all its workings, all the physics involved, planetary cycles, solar eclipses, everything you need to know about the sun. So in today's video is about the sun, in particular sun gazing. No, I'm not blind. This is what I'll wear here in New Zealand in May. 2 pairs of sunglasses. The sun was up at about 10 o'clock. So you can either get up earlier and see it earlier. You may not need sunglasses, but depends on what time of the year it is, whether it's summer or winter. But yeah, so sun gazing. Sun gazing is very good for the brain, for the mind. It actually goes straight into your pineal gland. It stimulates the pineal gland. You think you got a problem with fluoride or something? Go stare at the sun, that might flush it all out. So, and when you get fully focused, you will feel it in the middle of your head, doing something, a bit of a tingle. So what you need to do, well, the best time to do it is in the morning. This is when your body's relaxed. Okay, any meditation you should do it when your body's relaxed. So the morning, I find the morning's the best. Before you eat, you can have a little bit of water beforehand maybe, but the idea is to sit there, get comfortable and just stare straight at the sun. Before long you'll get a grey disc floating around on the front of the sun. But your job is to focus in on that sun and just go deep. Just try and focus on it. You'll soon realise that you've got a scatterbrain and it's really hard to just completely focus on the sun. So it takes hours and hours of practice to just completely dissolve yourself into the sun. It's a natural thing to do once you get over the stage of trying to focus on it, because we're drawn to it, because this is what meditation is all about, is going to the dark place, the place of complete relaxation, because the sun is on the perfect place of relaxation. It's the black hole. So you're looking at the sun, it's on the horizon of the black hole. The black hole is a state of rest. This is where we need to go in meditation. So this is why you draw yourself into the sun. You'll know what I mean once you start doing it. You get a lovely feeling, especially on a nice day. You pick a nice day with a clear blue sky and just go for it. Just sit there for as long as you like, but don't expect everything to happen at once. It'll take days, months to learn to focus. Just take yourself into the sun, into the sun. Some people might be more relaxed than others. They might make it in a few weeks or a couple of months maybe, I don't know. But and when you think you've done it enough, then cover your eyes and just look at what you're getting, the images in your eyes, and you go through all the light spectrum and more. It's not colours you normally see every day, and you see all these sacred geometry figures. And even flowers and trees. You get the Christmas tree type thing. You get the flowers with their stem, like a rose, a lotus flower, poppy type flower, daisy, and the tree of life. You get something like this, but looks way better in colours, with the big the flower of life in the centre, more distinct, it's bigger. But beautiful purples and pinky reds and, you know, all the colours are there. It's amazing. What else do you see? That's all I can think of. It's all those sacred geometry figures. You make mainly flowers and stuff. But yes, so, and you could also just you know, go into a dark place, cover your eyes with something, and then sit there and then go into deep meditation, try and relax and go right into this dark zone where it's complete relaxation. And you know, you can also do this sort of thing by doing your ohms, tone, sound them right out. Start with Om. You get the whole, whatever you want to call it, from right up to which comes up here. So you get your Om starts basically down here. You're going through all the frequencies up into here. And before long you'll feel it, you'll know. You feel it from down here at the beginning. If you haven't done it before, you'll be way down here for a while maybe. But if you've done it quite a bit, you'll know and start getting, at the end, you feel it up the back of your neck, into the middle of your head. That's getting your body aligned, ready for, you know, deep meditation, or even ready for the divine intervention with the celestial alignments. If you do it at the right time, if your stars and moon signs are all in the right places, bingo, pure enlightenment. So that's sun gazing. So, you know, depends on what time of the year it is as to whether you wear sunglasses or not. Sunglasses don't affect it. You still get the same effect, and it's just a nice warm feeling coming into your, through your eyes and into your brain. What can I say? And it stimulates the pineal gland, and then it helps you download information. So if you're a real thinker, you've got a job where you need to do a lot of thinking, you're struggling to find the answers, that stimulates this thought pattern, and that help you find your answers. And you might want to take a pen and paper to bed, and this is one thing you need to remember, is no matter what your brain tells you when you're half asleep, like, I'll remember that and I'll write it down later, don't trust yourself. You have to write it down instantly. Lean over it and write it down. I went through the same problem once. I spent a whole week saying to myself, oh, no, I'll remember that. And after a week, realised I'm not remembering this. So then I put a pad and paper next to my bed. And then the next week was spent what was it? So the first week I'll remember it, and then the second week was basically, no, I don't need to write it down, I'll remember that. Something like that anyway, I can't quite remember. Then there's another third week of something else. Finally it dawned on me, and blow me down, it all stopped anyway after that, because I'd changed my work had changed, so my mind just went totally off what I was doing and lost all that, which was a bit of a shame because it was quite exciting, keeping me up at night actually, all the information that was coming into my head. Whoa, it's like, that's basically the Tower of Babel. Babel. It's so obvious, but everyone thinks it's some building somewhere, physical building. No, that's your connection to divinity, divine, the higher frequencies. A lot of chitter backwards and forwards, a bit like that movie, those ghost movies, when you start hearing all these voices. What? Hey, what? It's just all this chitter. A bit freaky, but you don't, you know, you think you're awake all night with this stuff. I think you are, I don't know, but you don't lack sleep. You don't feel like you've been up all night or anything. So it's pretty freaky. Well, it's not freaky, but it's amazing. out of this world stuff. So that's what it's all about. Sun gaze stimulates the brain, the pineal gland, and it'll help you find your answers. It helps you connect with the earthly realm, because we live in a brain. There's all the information out there. You just need to open your brain and it all comes in. Open the gates, it all comes in. What else can I say? And geez, I've been doing these videos for like 4 years and you're still getting people telling us the sun shrinks on the horizon. The sun does not shrink. A camera film does not show you the truth of the sun, nor does sunglasses. Just your eyes. You see the sun come up, you see it go down. It has not changed size. Cannot change size because it's going over your arc of horizon and it's all perpendicular back to you. That's not further away from you than this, or there, or there, or there, or there, or there. No, it's all the same size. So don't be fooled with these guys showing you videos of the sun shrinking to nothing. That's the camera or the film. Okay? Does not shrink. None of the celestial bodies shrink from there to there. Some people ask why sometimes the moon moves quicker than other days. And I've noticed this myself, it's really freaky. You go watch the moon and it's slowly drifting. You don't really see it with your eyes. So you go away and come back and it's only moved a little bit and a little bit. And then some other day you come out there and watch the moon and I'll come back. You come back and the flipping thing's disappeared. It's gone already. Well, that's because it moves in and out. In from around the sun, the black hole spirals all the way out to here. So obviously it's going to seem further, go slower when it's out there around Saturn, say. But when it's back in close to the sun, it's going to appear to, for sure, move quicker because it's just got a smaller route. Projected out, remember, to us. So if it's in there, it's going to sort of seem to disappear quicker. I don't know if that's actually true or not, but time-wise, but it certainly seems that way because I've tested it myself. I've never really timed it, but I have watched it, and it takes a long time, and then another day, where'd it go? It's gone already. So it's understanding all that, which is all back in creation here. We're getting a projected images out here, and it's all deceiving. Nobody's understanding what's going on out here because they don't understand what's going on in here. And here's just really basic. It's just one vortex, one turning vortex. The main vortex is the feminine. It's got a S curve, one like a 360 rotation that forms one S curve. And when you look down from the top, it's got the image of the golden ratio. It just goes down and then back up. What's it going to look like then? It's going to look like a cardioid, two golden ratios together. But anyway, as this turns, it's reflected out there, and this is why we see the stars revolving around, doing their thing out where we are. So what turns in here, imagine, it's out from the centre of Earth, that it's turning, it's sending these stars here all the way around in a cardioid. Cardioid, because it's the inner point of the, look, of the golden ratio. But you put two of them together, it comes out and then go back in. Over 24 hours, you're going to get a little spiral there as it comes out. So you've got to have that loop somewhere. That loop is always opposite to where you are. So let's say you live in the southern hemisphere. That loop is going to be in here on the daylight side from you. This guy, it'll be on opposite daylight loop over there, where it loops around the sun. You have to try and imagine that. Hard to explain, but that's what happens. So the star will drift all the way around his horizon, but then does a loop over here to come back around the next night. That's how it works. It's flipping awesome when you understand it. That's just the background stars. Then you've got the ecliptic plane, which is the flat plane at the top on the horizon of the black hole, basically at the top of the vortex here. where the Milky Way comes over and tucks into the middle, where it comes over into the sun. The actual sun, the image of our sun is over here, comes over and swings into there. And around here is the ecliptic plane. Nothing does ellipses, it's a circle. But because the sun is there and the sun's moving as well, and the science uses the sun as a reference point, it makes it look as though the planets are doing ellipses. But they're not, because the sun is moving too, and it's catching up to them. So this is also about retrograding. So you don't get retrograding, it's just that the sun catches up, so it looks like the planet's coming this way, when they're not thinking that the sun is going that way, catching up to it. They're telling you the planet's coming back this way. But the sun catches up, passes it, so that makes the planet keeps looking that way, it's moving that way, makes it look like that way. It gets to a certain point, and then they start noticing, oh, they're both moving that way now. Yeah? And, well, that was supposed to be about sun gazing, so anyway, you got a bit of a physics lesson there. I'll leave it at that, eh? Okay, cheers guys.